Hey guys, Elisa Mousy here. Wanted to give you guys a bit of an update. Sorry again if this is really loud. It sounds kind of loud in my ears, but that's fine. It's whatever. Um, Also sorry if I have a weird energy that doesn't really match some of the stuff that I'm saying, 'cause it's late and I just ate. And you know how when it's really late, you get really tired and then you crest over that and you hit your second wind and then you have a weird energy in that second wind. That's me right now. Um and it's only Wednesday, but it's been a long week. So, um update time. Cuz I've kind of mentioned things here and there, like I mentioned the plumbing issue, which was an issue. We'll get to that. That's just one of my Dell alerts cuz Dell is as Dell does. What the hell? Stop! Shut up! um, I'm so sorry. Um, but I guess, do I want to work backwards or, yeah, let's work backwards. So you may have noticed that things have been a little weird with updates. I made a community post about it a little bit, about how I'm gonna have to experiment with a couple things with my upload schedule, because we're in the middle of busy season at work. Um, I've been working overtime. I'm working 10 hours of overtime this week. I worked 4 hours on Saturday. And I love my job, but it is a lot of work. I mean, it's just data entry. So you may think that I'm like a pussy or weak or something, but I get overwhelmed. I need my me time, and I haven't felt like I've gotten a lot of that. Um, so that's why things have gone up late, because I either have been so busy that I've forgotten to upload until I'm getting ready to go to work, and I don't want to leave my laptop running, because Windows has occasionally crashed on me when I try to upload, so I want to be there to pick the upload back up, so I don't let that do its thing while I'm not home. So I don't get it done. I don't get it set to upload in the morning, and I get out of work at 8:30 p.m. So I get home and I'll upload it as soon as I get home, but that means that it still goes up late. Um, you may have also noticed, um, if you've been paying attention to my channel at all, that for the last week and a half, there was no Dragon Age, there was no Octopath Traveler. That was because I needed a break. And I happened to have some Nancy Drew videos backlogged just for shits and giggles. I recorded them. I didn't expect them originally to go up when they did. But I had a full week's worth. And I needed a break because I was wearing myself into the ground. A lot of my stuff doesn't get edited, so it probably doesn't seem like a lot. But I am working a full-time job, and like I said, we're in busy season. So, and a lot of that burnout and energy drain. I'm sorry, my nose is running and I don't have tissues, because of course I don't. Let's see if we can get through however long this will be. It's fine. I'm so sorry. But most of my energy was totally sapped by the plumbing issue. What was the plumbing issue? It started on a Saturday where I flushed. I didn't flush anything that would have blocked. It was just your standard whatever. There was no small explosion in my toilet. Sorry if that's a little graphic. But it was just your normal stuff. And occasionally, the chain in, okay, maybe I have to explain a bit how toilets work. I'm sorry if I'm rambling. Again, I'm using the excuse, it's almost midnight. And I got up at like 7 today. So I've been up for a bit. Um, but basically, you've got the toilet tank, and in that toilet tank, you've got a little, if I'm remembering correctly, there's like a rod thing and a chain and the plug. And so when the toilet drains, when you flush the handle, the lever pulls up, which pulls the chain, which pulls the plug, and it drains through the plug. Well, my chain gets stuck. We tried cutting it so that it wasn't so loose. It doesn't stick as often, but it does still stick more than a normal toilet should. So easy way to fix that, just jiggle the handle after you flush. It's fine. I must have forgotten this day. And usually when that happens, the toilet just runs and it, like, the water keeps going, but the water also keeps draining, so it stays at a normal level. That's normally what happened. That's not what happened on this day. And I totally didn't notice because I was listening to a podcast. So I had headphones on. I didn't hear the toilet still running. Maybe about 5-10 minutes pass. I'm getting ready to go out and hang out with friends. So I walk into the hallway and my floor's wet. My toilet had flooded completely. It wasn't coming out of the tank, the bowl overflowed. Thankfully, it was clean water, so I did not have a giant mess to clean up, I just had a lot of water. My friend came over to help me clean up because I was so overwhelmed because there was water in my bathroom, in my hallway, a little bit into my bedroom. Miraculously, it didn't, like, the water didn't reach anything it could have damaged because I had books on the floor in my living room, which the hallway led to. But I don't know, maybe my house might be like on a tilt or something slightly. Because most of the water went one way and not the other. But there was a lot of water. So my friend came over. Her dad lent us his shop vac, so that really sped up the cleaning up process. But this trial is not over. So this was a Saturday. Sunday went by and everything was fine. Then Monday hits. And I flush. Normal thing. Someone's upstairs, and I live in a basement apartment. And someone's upstairs, and they flush, and my toilet burbles. Like, there's air, there are bubbles coming out. I flush, and the bowl doesn't fill. It does not fill and overflow. But the water does go up higher than it should before slowly draining back down to normal levels. So I called a plumber. And I missed 3 hours of work for this. This was a 3-hour incident. Like, I called the plumber, I went to work, I explained to my boss what was going on. Thankfully, I didn't get penalized because it was an emergency. She let me come home, and I got to make up the hours later, but that also contributed to my burnout and my energy drain. We'll get to that. So I got back home, the plumber came. There is a panel in my hallway that lifts up into a hole in the ground. Well, there's the panel, and then there's a wood trap door, I guess, almost, that leads to a hole in the floor where the sewage pipe is. And so he comes, takes a look at things. He takes the cap off the sewage pipe, And sewage pipes should not spit water when they're uncovered. This one did. And it was blocked really bad. So we were there for a while, getting all of that blockage out. And then, after that's done, he goes to put a new plug. It doesn't fit. He finds one that fits, mostly. There's corrosion on the pipe, so it is still leaking, which is a problem. My whole house smells like sewage at this point. I have lost 3 hours of work. Plumber leaves because there's nothing he can do at that point because he had to get a new plug, and that company's like store of products closed at 4. And it was almost 4 at this point when he was done with everything else. So there wouldn't have been time to get there, get the part, and come back. He did go to a regular parts store. Of course, they didn't have the size that he needed. So I go back to work. I make up the extra 3 hours. Well, it was 2.5, 3-ish. I don't get home that night until almost 11:30. And then I have to be up in the morning by 9 because the plumber is coming back with a new part. His boss comes with him. They try something different. It's like a different brand or something. That worked. But the stress of one, not knowing if they were going to be able to do anything, and then the exhaustion from being at work until 11:30 totally sapped everything I had. My life was pretty much get up, record, go to work, come home. Or sometimes it was get up, go to work, record, go to bed. And that was not sustainable. So I needed a break. I feel better after my break. Don't know how long that's gonna last, admittedly, because I did not get the tank back up to full. But I'm going on vacation in a couple weeks. Which, I'm saying that a lot in this video, but we'll get to that. Because I want to take us back a little bit and explain my hesitation on breaks. If you were paying attention and have been around for a while, you may and if you were watching the community posts, you may remember in February that my aunt passed. I was not handling it well, so I had to take a week and a half off. My channel took a major hit from that week and a half off. I'm going to go a little bit into some YouTube analytics and my understanding of it. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me. Just be kind about it. I'm still learning. But impressions are, to my understanding, every time a video hits somebody's page. Like anytime it appears on their screen, it is an impression. Whether that's your home page, you visit my channel page, it shows up in your sub feed, it's in your recommendeds from another video. Those are all impressions. And my videos were getting somewhere in the low thousands of impressions. View count wasn't great, but that's fine. It was still getting pushed out there. I took a week off, or a week and a half off. I come back, I start uploading again. I'm lucky if I can break 60 impressions in a week. and it has only just started to climb again. Somewhat. Some of my videos are getting pushed a little bit more, but some of them are still not. And that was also kind of a hit to my morale, because I'm very big on numbers. I like seeing numbers go up, and these numbers were going down, so it was not feeling great. And it also put this thought in my brain that I am not allowed to take breaks. Because if I take a break, then my channel will never recover. And I want to make something out of this. As stressful as it can be, on top of my full-time job, I love doing this. I love making videos. I haven't gotten a lot of comments, but I do love reading them when I get them. I don't have much of a community yet, but I love those of you who I have. And I want to grow this channel. I don't have to be like big or popular. Like I don't have to be in the hundreds of thousands, million subs, but I want to entertain. I love entertaining people. And I can't do that if there's nobody watching, the whole if a tree falls and no one hears it, that whole thing. But it put in my head I can't take a break, which was a lot of pressure because I was uploading about 7 videos a week. And I didn't know how much I could pull that down. I'm bringing it down to 5 while we are in busy season. Because I can't handle busy season and 7 videos a week. I say as I'm about to do it this week, but that's just how it is. But so it was lucky that I had that backlog to go through. Speaking of breaks and backlogs, there are 2 times in the next couple months where I am going to be out of commission. So uploads might be a little bit more spaced out if I can't have a backlog for it. Because in the middle of July, I'm going on vacation for a little over a week. So while I'm gone, things might be like every other day, depending on how much I have backlogged up. Shut up, you stupid computer. And then in August, I am having surgery. And I am going to be out of work for about a month after that surgery. And I'm probably not going to be able to record for at least a week. Maybe 2. I'll give you guys more details for that when we get closer, but this is turning out longer than I thought. I hope you guys are still here with me. But if you're not, I understand. If you're not here, you're not hearing this. But also, small update on things. The way that my upload schedule for busy season is going to go, ideally, is Monday is going to be Octopath Traveler. Tuesday through Thursday are going to be Dragon Age. And then Friday and Saturday, so yeah, 6, sorry, are Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. Because last week, this is the thing that I've been waiting for to know if I should play Cyber Sleuth yet on my channel, is Digimon Story Time Stranger finally got its release date. It's coming out October 3rd. I'm very excited. And I am trying to play Cyber Sleuth, and if not finish it, then at least mostly finish it by the time that Time Stranger comes out. We'll see how well I do on that. But so for that, we're having 2-hour recording sessions for those, and they're going up twice a week. Another thing that I wanted to bring up, I don't know when I'm going to be doing this, so keep an eye on the community posts because I'll share it there probably. I want to start streaming on Twitch. I don't know when, I don't know how often. Probably not going to be until after busy season is over. Definitely not going to be before I go on vacation because I need that reset real bad. But I'm definitely going to be playing Planet Zoo on there. But if you guys have any ideas of games that you want to see me live stream, go ahead and suggest them. I don't know if it'll be something that I'll actually be interested in playing, but I'll take a look. And I might go with that. And also speaking of streaming, kind of, it's tangentially related, and think I think this is my last thing. And then I'll let you go. I have a little bit of a plan of what I want to do when I hit my 200 sub milestone. We're currently at 180. I'm not going to share it quite yet. It is something that I have mentioned in the past. But I want to do that. It is a stream because it's tangentially related. But I'm not going to tell you, at least right now, what that stream is. But I want to do that when I hit 200. I'm at 180 now. I really, really want to get there. So I need your help. If you could, because I'm not getting views from non-subs, and my impressions are still pretty low. So I'm not reaching new people. So if you could, just if you have friends who like gaming content, especially like fantasy games or tactical games, because we had Eratus, or Nancy Drew, hidden object games. I played some of those. I'm going to play some of those again eventually. JRPGs, I'm trying to build that on this channel too. If you have anyone who likes any of those, please send them my way. Give them a link, tell them about my channel, maybe pick a video, show. Just if you can help me out here, I would be eternally grateful. And also if you could, I know I say this in my outro every time, but if you could like my videos, comment on them, that would help so much because that would push my engagement, which would push me in the algorithm, which will push me to new people so I can continue to entertain and I can entertain a wider audience. I can hear from you guys what you want to see. And I want that so bad. Even if I can't make a living off of this, I've accepted that that might be a pipe dream. But if I can just get just a handful of people who watch my content and who like my content, who engage with it, that would make me so happy. And I know you don't know me anything as just people on the internet, but I would really appreciate it if you could just help get my name out there. Before I get too emotional about that, I am gonna let you go and go on to record tomorrow's video, which is going to be the finale of Nancy Drew Message in a Haunted Mansion, no matter how long it takes. So thank you for sticking through this with me. Thank you, people who have been here with me for a while I've been doing this since September. Really appreciate you guys. Love you guys. I want to keep making stuff for you. But for now, if you liked what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Maybe tap that notification bell to get notified every time I upload. See you on the flip side. Elisa out.